sends a message. It says to all within sight, sound, earshot, or prayer that we're here. We recognize the greatness of Martin Luther King and the greatness of Barack Obama. Because this day is a historic one for both men. For Martin Luther King and what he has done and meant to so many of us in our lives, and to Barack Obama, who is making them stand up and take notice that he is here for change and for the people as well. We are glad that those two men celebrate this day. Amen. It calls to mind that we have a responsibility to make sure that we exercise our right to determine our leadership. And because it is important to them that we recognize who they are and what they can and ought to be doing for us, it is my privilege to recognize the elected and appointed people who represent us in Austin. First of all, as a senior sponsor of this event is our Mayor Pro Tem, Cheryl Cole. Also here from the City Council is Council Member Kathy Togo, Council Member Mike Martinez, and Council Member Chris Riley. Now they meet every week making decisions that affect our lives, and it's important for them to see all of us that are here. At the state capitol, there are a lot of representatives who are in Washington. Wish I was there. They are in Washington, but here representing them and representing us is our very own Elliot Naystat. Representing the fire department, our chief, Rhoda McCurry. Representing the courts, Carlos Barrero, who is a judge, county court at law. Representing the University of Texas. They like to say that in hushed tones. I've got another name. Greg Benson, who has represented them so well in our community, the Vice President for Diversity and Community Involvement. Representing Austin Community College, which really does engage and respond and represent our community, its president, Dr. Barbara Mink. And I know I'm being partisan, but I'd like for us to recognize the chair of the Travis County Democratic Party, Andy Brown. Now there are probably other people who are either in office or aspire to office. We can't recognize you all, but we want you to know that if you decide you want to run to represent us, we really expect you to represent us. And even though I'm a member of the other organization, I would like to take advantage of this opportunity on behalf of all of Austin to congratulate Delta Sigma Theta on their 100th anniversary. Thank you. It's a pleasure and honor, and this gives you the spirit and the juice to fight on when you see the kind of people who showed up on this beautiful day for this awesome celebration. Other crowds haven't been this big, y'all. And we're sending a message. Thank you for being here and for doing all you do every day in every way, not just today, to honor the legacy and the memory of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Thank you, Ms. Delco. And you know, today is special for many reasons. Today we are not only celebrating the accomplishments of Martin Luther King, but we also celebrate the second term of our president, Barack Obama. And as we end this program, we recognize that Martin's dream continues to live as we move forward working together to create and sustain a prosperous country that respects all its citizens. At the beginning of our program, we heard the words of Martin Luther King, and as we leave today, let's stop and take a moment to hear the words of President Barack Obama.
Tonight, more than 200 years after a former colony won the right to determine its own destiny, the task of perfecting our union moves forward. It moves forward because of you. It moves forward because you reaffirmed the spirit that has triumphed over war and depression, the spirit that has lifted this country